So people like to talk about those challenges, main challenges. I tried this for 30 days, like I tried working out for 30 days, and that's what happened.
Do yoga every day for 30 days.
Do yoga every day for 30 days, and here's what happened. Or, I tried to eat healthy for 30 days.
Go sober.
And those are the results, right? So we tried something as well, like in the last 30 days. So what did we try?
Indeed, we did. We had a flu for 30 days.
Yeah, brutal flu, like plague-like flu, and we really went for it through 30 days. We approached the challenge with a lot of commitment, with a lot of energy.
Yeah, started on Christmas Eve, not to delay it, to New Year.
Yeah, even before Christmas Eve.
Christmas.
Yeah. So we went all in, really. And when I say we devoted a lot of energy to it, I would say all of our energy.
We utilized all our experience gained through like 30 years, no, not 30, we're not that old, 20-year career in the corporate, 16 years in London, all of that experience gathered, and you really, really utilized the hell out of it.
Yeah, we really utilized it all. When I was lying in bed shaking and coughing and trying to blow my brains out through my nose, I was really thinking about all of those amazing learning opportunities that I'm gonna get from this.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Alex, tell me, what did you get as a result of completing the challenge?
Oh, I got so many things. But first, maybe we need to start with how it progressed, right? Because it's important to take this in steps. So I guess step number one, I really got into the challenge when I was coming back in the Heathrow Airport here in London, and I was starting really, really feeling ill, like very, very ill, in a way that you start to get the shakes, your nose is running, your throat is seizing up, and what really enhanced this whole thing for me and was like super great is that the queue was particularly long for it was so long, and everyone was coughing and sneezing, and it was way too hot in there because they really cranked up the heating, and you really feel this is making me stronger right now. This is really getting me into that mental space of fortitude. I learned so much. I learned how smelly people can be when they're overdressed in the hot room and where there's hundreds of them. I learned how amazingly challenging it can be when you can't even swallow because your throat is hurting so much. And how to keep carrying on heavy bag and a heavy jacket while you have zero energy whatsoever. I think that's how I really eased into that challenge. But
good.
The next few days is really what got me into.
That's where you accelerated.
That's where I accelerated.
The learning experience.
The learning experience just went on rails and just kept going because the next day I pretty much couldn't move.
No. You gave it to me, and then you.
I gave it to you because
you spread the learning experience.
Yeah, because that's what you do. I think it's easier to do this kind of things in the community, right?
Yeah.
Or easier to do it with your partner, or with your friend.
Of course.
So you gotta share the challenge. You gotta share the this experience of going through something so transformational, really.
Because it also gives the others to embrace the team spirit, the team mentality.
Yeah, just everything team.
Everything team.
Everything team. We're really teamed up on this. Yeah. So once I gave it to you, we both really went into this proper state of profound suffering. Yeah. It was transformative in many ways. How did you feel in the first couple of days of this challenge?
Well, I think it would really enhance the whole experience that it was obviously public holiday in the UK, and I had a list of activities for us to do, things we want to eat, things we want to, drink, people we want to see. So what made it really special, obviously we couldn't do any of those, and I couldn't take sick day because, it's public holiday.
Yeah.
So I think that's that's the part of experience I would like to really, really highlight.
Yeah, yeah, that was a great part of the challenge, is that you work so hard the whole year, you uh, achieve like certain goals, and you feel a bit tired by the end of the year, and you're thinking, what would really help me recharge, and
Yeah.
what would really give me like all of this energy back to really smack the 2026 in the face. And of course, the brutal, like, soul-crushing flu was exactly what I needed, right? Because it went right there into my discharged batteries and pretty much crushed them and threw them away into like a pit of fire. So throughout Christmas, it was like you can only crawl from your bed to get some lab sip done in the kitchen and then crawl slowly back. And in many ways, it really trained a lot of the muscles that I don't usually use, like the crawling kind of muscles.
Yeah.
And I think that's when I started to appreciate like what they sort of call it, the beast mode movements, where you move like you're a beast. I felt less like a beast and more like a sick snake, but still,
the crawling muscles.
But the crawling muscles really did develop. I gotta say, it took longer than I would like to crawl from the bedroom to the kitchen. And usually, as you practice, you get better at it. But I really didn't.
But you know, Alex, many door closes, like door to see your friends, door to have fun, door to recharge, door to eat, door to drink. More doors open, right? So a door to go sleep at 9 p.m. on New Year's Eve, a door to open a takeaway on New Year's Eve instead of, actually cooking your 3-course night dinner, a door not to be able to enjoy the fireworks. There's so many doors opened.
Yeah, I would say a bunch of doors just slammed me in the face because they opened so fast and so unexpected. It was really, really special. One of my favorite parts of the challenge is when you really think that you can't cough anymore. You think you can't get better at coughing.
You can.
But you really can. You really can. You can cough more and you can cough harder, always. So believe in yourselves, guys. When you go through this challenge and you're thinking, I can't take this further, you can. You can. It can be way more painful, way more uncomfortable. There can be way more phlegm at some point, which is just gonna go all the way to your throat and to your nose. You will feel like it's coming through your eyes at some point. You can always take it to the next level. Yeah. And we really did. We really went all the way through it.
But you know, it enabled quite a few opportunities too. So it enabled opportunity to spend on private GP. It enabled opportunity to meet new people, which was private GP. The video call.
For those who don't know, GP is a general practitioner, a doctor in UK, like famous.
Like the free one is there is a free one, but obviously there is no way of getting there.
No, if you want to survive anything, you kind of want to stick with a private one. and that's when you also this 30-day challenge of having a brutal flu also really helps you appreciate how horrendously bad the doctors in like those GP doctors are in UK, because the only real advice they can give you is take some fluids, take some ibuprofen, and have some rest. Does it seem like you have a bacteria or virus? I don't know, but let's try for both.
But you don't be so negative, because speaking of, again, opportunities,
I think it's very positive. It's nice.
It enabled us to use lots of Boots and Tesco's promos for lamb sip, for those things for throat that don't really work, but you still buy them. I don't know, for no reason, because you're yummy.
Yeah, because there were so many days when I was thinking I really should invest more in useless medicine that I will probably never use again for 6 months. It was really bugging me.
Oh, it's going to expire. You won't use it. You're going to throw it out.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It was bugging me that I don't have enough expired medicines in there.
Yeah.
And then it came through.
No, we
I
did.
can see you still going through the challenge. You're going strong.
But you know, I got lots of things from that. Speaking of, you know, the takeaways on the success. So I'm actually on the plus side. I'm on the plus side of gaining whole 4 kilos. I know I still look kind of okay.
So
but
you gained some
know,
weight, yeah.
Yeah, so I gained 4
You
kilos.
gained,
I
yeah.
gained. I mean, you gained. That's a good thing, right?
You got to gain weight.
I got to
You
gain
got
weight.
to gain weight, yeah.
Because obviously you couldn't go on your like normal fitness, you know, broccoli,
Yeah.
rice diet. You kind of need to eat properly to recover. Plus, it's the only fun you actually have. There's nothing else, literally nothing else left. So I gained 4 kilos.
Yeah.
I gained inability to do any HIIT class. I tried Barry's boot camp, and basically it was miserable. I did, I think, 1 squat, and then I gained the opportunity to collapse on the floor and leave earlier.
Yeah. I also got to do a lot of this stuff when I tried gymming while going through this challenge, and that is when you just the effort of going up the stairs in the gym really is your workout, and you really appreciate on the lifts a little more, because I think it really opens your eyes to so many new things that you didn't quite enjoy as much as you should, like lifts, for instance, chicken broth, those kind of things. Just lying in bed and thinking about how all of the things in your nose are floating down your throat. All of those things are really, really special. I will remember them for a while. And I also, you know what, there is the gain of the weight, of course. I gained a little bit of that, but I gotta say that I really managed through the transformative nature of this flu challenge to also lose quite a bit of muscle.
Balances it out.
Because it's really it really teaches you balance, like that you can have more fat.
You lose something, you gain something.
Right?
You
lose something, you gain something, and it kind of comes up to like completely net negative. It's quite great.
It's quite great. It's nothing but great.
Nothing but great. Yeah, and it is really fun when you have temperature, like high fever for a couple of days as well, and the brain fog. Yeah, the brain fog doesn't really go away even at the very end of the challenge. So it really tests your mental fortitude in the best of ways when you're trying to do a lot of work, when you're trying to do your dry January, if that's what you're doing, or you're just trying to meet that 2026 in the best possible way. This kind of fatigue, like lasting fatigue, exhaustion, and just feeling like you're in the mist all the time, that really makes you work so much harder with so much less results. So I really appreciated that. So I gotta say, now that we're coming to the end of those 30 days, I feel like I don't want to really do that challenge ever again. What about you? Do you think one of those was enough, or?
I think we need to do more to really test it. You know, like they say, dry January is not a thing. You need to do dry Q1.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the next. I'm kidding. No. But to add on the behavior wrap up on the gain side, I gained opportunity to invest into probiotics. Extremely expensive, eye-watering expensive probiotics, because obviously the pills that were taken.
No.
The antibiotics obviously destroyed the remaining of my IBS affected digestive system. Yeah. So at least there is that.
You really get the opportunity to, because you're so desperate to not continue this kind of flu challenge, and you get really concerned that you might get some kind of bacterial infection at the same time, because the signs are certainly there. And then you take antibiotics, destroy your whole gut system, probably for nothing. And then you have to live with the consequences of that while still recovering from flu. So it really adds up to something very challenging in the best possible way. And in the best possible way, because once it's over, you can't really believe it. Yeah, it's
That's why I'm not believing it. Yeah.
well, because it's not quite over
Yeah,
yet.
it's not over.
I'm still on the recovering side of that. But you know, the exciting thing is, if you're sad about this like 30-day challenge almost being over, we still have quite a high chance, considering that our immune systems are probably compromised, to now go through another transformative experience. And you can still get a COVID, for example, to go right on top of this.
Okay.
And that
No,
would be
let's
great.
not do that.
Yeah,
let's not do that.
Let's not though. Yeah.
But jokes aside, I mean, why we're doing this podcast? What we're trying to say? Oh, this sucks. There is literally no silver lining to it. You just need to get up and and get going. This is just suck it up.
Yeah,
this is it.
Realistically, there is no matter how you try to spin it, and all of us always I think try to spin it, many things in a positive manner, in a positive way. Say, okay, this is what doesn't kill me, makes me stronger.
No.
What this is an opportunity to learn something. This is me overcoming obstacles. No, this just sucks. It's into your time, into your life, into your routine, everything that you wanted to do and like to do. There's nothing to it, and I think probably that's just something you have to accept. Yeah.
Yeah.
But having said that, with all that said, we did manage to claw back a few days during it. We did manage to have a few good days. Well, as good as they could be done. So
yeah, Alex, nobody cares.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, you can try, because like when it lasts for so long, I think trying to go, like, when you feel a little better, maybe calling back a few days might be a good idea, just so you feel some hope, a little bit, at the end of it. Otherwise, it might just get too dark. But to anyone there going through a similar 30, sometimes 60-day challenges, it's like something terrible going around out there.
Basically, no point trying to find a positive spin, because this will drain you even more. This just sucks. You need to get over it. There is nothing good to take about it. Probably you didn't die. That's good.
Yeah.
But no point literally using the remainders of your very low energy trying to find something, learning opportunity. No, it's bullshit. It sucks. You just need to, keep going.
Well, you kind of write it out, but don't. Of course, there's no point kicking yourself as well for anything that's going on, because you might have had all of those goals, all of those plans, and you feel really terrible for missing them out. It's just like a force of nature, really. It's force majeure. There's nothing you can do. There's no point feeling guilty or spending your mental energy on the fact that some of your plans got disrupted. Well, chill, or like have chills and write it out. It's gonna be fine. No,
borderline.
It was a great pun. It was a great pun. I disagree. Anyway, for anyone who's going through that challenge right now or considering doing it, good luck. It's not fun, and let's hope that you finish it earlier than we did. And let's hope the next challenge for us is going to be something way more productive.
Yeah, and guys, stay safe out there.
Stay safe, be healthy. See you in the next one.
Bye.